I remember the moment like it was yesterday. It's one of those memories that's burned into my mind, impossible to forget, no matter how much time passes. The air in the kitchen felt heavy, almost as if it was pressing down on me, making it hard to breathe. The mail carrier had just come, and I was standing in my kitchen, holding a stack of envelopes, bills, credit card statements, loan reminders. Each envelope felt heavier than the last, as if they were filled with more than just paper, like they carried the weight of my mistakes and regrets. My heart pounded as I stared at the red ink and bold numbers. The weight was crushing. It was as if every overdue notice was shouting at me, reminding me of how far things had spiraled out of control. I wasn't just in debt, I was drowning. The paperwork seemed endless, and the numbers never seemed to shrink, no matter how hard I tried. Every morning I woke up anxious. Every night I went to bed thinking about what I owed. Sleep became a luxury, and worry was my constant companion. It strained my relationships and stole my joy. Arguments about money became routine, and I started to pull away from the people I loved, too ashamed to admit how bad things had gotten. I was working hard, but it felt like running on a treadmill, going nowhere. No matter how many hours I put in, the finish line never seemed to get any closer. Every dollar I earned was already spoken for. Before my paycheck even hit my account, it was gone, claimed by bills, minimum payments, and overdue fees. I felt completely alone, ashamed, and like a failure. I isolated myself, convinced that no one else could possibly understand the mess I was in. How did I let it get this bad? Small decisions had snowballed into an avalanche of debt. It wasn't one big mistake, but 1,000 little ones, each one chipping away at my confidence and hope. That day in the kitchen, staring at the bills, was my breaking point. I realized I couldn't keep living like this, trapped in a cycle of fear and regret. I knew I couldn't live like this anymore. Something inside me snapped, and I felt a spark of determination I hadn't felt in a long time. I had two choices: give up or fight back. I could let the debt define me, or I could start clawing my way out, one step at a time. I had to believe there was a way out, even if I couldn't see it yet. Hope was faint, but it was there, flickering in the darkness. Surrounded by my financial mistakes, I made a promise. I was done being a victim. I wrote it down, right there at the kitchen table, as a commitment to myself. I was going to take control and win with money. It wouldn't be easy, and I knew the road ahead would be long, but for the first time in a long time, I felt a glimmer of hope. This was my turning point, the moment I decided to fight for my future. Once I made the decision to finally take control of my finances and fight back against the mountain of debt, I felt a surge of determination. I was ready to do whatever it took to change my situation. I dove into the internet, searching for answers, hoping to find a clear path forward. I spent hours reading articles, watching videos, and scrolling through endless forums, desperate for a solution that would work for me. But what I found was an overwhelming sea of advice from so-called financial experts. There were complicated charts, fancy jargon, and endless spreadsheets that made my head spin. Every website seemed to have a different formula, but none of it felt simple or doable. The one thing they all agreed on was the debt avalanche method. Pay off the highest interest debt first, no matter what. It sounded logical, almost scientific, and everyone insisted it was the smartest way. On paper, it made perfect sense. The math checked out, and the experts promised it would save me money in the long run. But personal finance isn't just about numbers and logic. It's only 20% head knowledge. The other 80% is all about behavior, habits, and emotions. And honestly, my behavior was the real problem. I knew what I should do, but actually doing it was a different story. Trying to follow their advice felt impossible. I'd get lost in the details, second-guess myself, and end up feeling more confused than when I started. My highest interest debt was a massive student loan that felt like it would never go away. The balance barely budged, no matter how hard I tried. I was supposed to throw every extra penny at it for years, watching the number barely move. It was exhausting and discouraging. After a while, I lost all motivation to keep going. The experts never talked about the most important factor: momentum. They ignored how crucial it is to feel like you're making progress, even if it's small. Their perfect math didn't account for human emotion, for the frustration and hopelessness that can build up when you don't see results. It's like telling someone who wants to lose 100 pounds to start by running a marathon on day one. It's unrealistic and sets you up for failure. What you really need are small wins, quick victories that build your confidence and keep you moving forward, step by step. Instead, the complicated advice left me feeling more hopeless and defeated than before. I felt stuck, like I was never going to get out. Deep down, I knew there had to be a better, simpler way, a way that actually worked for real people like me, not just on paper. Just when I was about to give up, I found something different, the debt snowball method. The idea was simple: list your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rate. Make minimum payments on all, but throw every extra dollar at the smallest debt. When you pay it off, celebrate, then roll that payment into the next smallest debt. Your snowball of payments grows, and you knock out debts faster and faster. It was about momentum, not math. This plan made sense to me. It was about focus and the power of small wins. For the first time, I felt hope. This wasn't just another strategy. It was a battle plan. I decided to give it a try. What did I have to lose? I was ready to fight back. I was ready to win. The real power of the debt snowball isn't math, it's psychology. We're emotional creatures. We need motivation and to see progress. Paying off that first, smallest debt gives you a quick win, a shot of adrenaline. For months, you felt stuck, but now you see real progress. That first victory proves you can do it. It changes your mindset from "I can't" to "I just did." The experts want you to attack the biggest, highest interest debt first, but that's discouraging. Most people give up before seeing results. The debt snowball gives you a win right away, building your confidence. Each debt you pay off makes your snowball bigger and your momentum stronger. You go from playing defense to offense. You're attacking your debt with a clear plan and a history of success. That's a game changer. That's how you win. Ready to start your journey to financial freedom? The very first step is to stop borrowing money. It might sound simple, but it's the foundation of everything that comes next. If you keep adding new debt, you'll never get ahead. So, grab those credit cards and cut them up. Physically destroying them is a powerful way to commit to your new path. No more swiping, no more temptation. Remember, you can't get out of a hole if you keep digging. Every new charge just makes the hole deeper. It's time to put the shovel down and start climbing out. Next, build a $1,000 emergency fund as quickly as you can. This is your safety net for life surprises, car repairs, medical bills, or unexpected expenses. Life happens, so protect yourself. Sell things you don't need, pick up extra hours at work, or take on side gigs. Every dollar counts toward your goal. Do whatever it takes to get that $1,000 fast. The sooner you have it, the sooner you can stop worrying about the next emergency derailing your progress. Now, it's time to face the music. List every single debt you have, except your mortgage. Write down the name of each creditor and the total balance for each one. Don't leave anything out. Student loans, car payments, credit cards, medical bills, get it all on paper. Don't stress about the interest rates right now. That comes later. For now, you just need a clear, honest picture of what you owe. Lay it all out so you can see the full scope. This is your starting point. Next, arrange your debts from the smallest balance to the largest. This order is key to building momentum. Put the smallest debt at the very top of your list, and the largest at the bottom. This way, you'll see your progress as you go. This list is your roadmap to financial freedom. It's your plan, your guide, and your motivation. Your first target is the smallest debt. Focus all your extra money on paying it off as fast as possible. Attack it with everything you've got. When it's gone, take a moment to celebrate. You've earned it. Then, take the payment you were making on that debt and roll it into the next smallest one. This is how your snowball grows. One by one, you'll knock out each debt, gaining speed and confidence with every win. This is your debt snowball. Small at first, but growing bigger and faster as you go. This is how you start winning with money, and how you take control of your financial future. You've got your list and your emergency fund. Now, the real work begins. Make minimum payments on every debt to keep accounts current. Find every extra dollar in your budget. Cut back, make sacrifices. Throw all extra money at your smallest debt. For example, if your smallest debt is $500 with a $25 minimum and you find $175 extra, pay $200 a month. In 3 months, that debt is gone. Now take that $200 and add it to the next debt's minimum payment. Your snowball just got bigger. Each time you pay off a debt, roll the payment to the next one. Your momentum grows with every win. Debts fall faster and faster. You're building unstoppable momentum. This is how you break free. Stay focused, keep rolling. You're on your way to freedom. Paying off debt is a marathon, but you can speed it up. The bigger your snowball payment, the faster you win. Start with a written zero-based budget. Give every dollar a job. Find leaks in your spending and redirect that money to your snowball. Get creative. Sell things you don't need: furniture, electronics, clothes. Every dollar from selling goes straight to your debt. Consider a side hustle or temporary second job. Even a few hundred extra dollars a month makes a huge difference. This intense focus is temporary, but the results are permanent. Track your progress, make a chart or list and update it every time you make a payment. Cross off debts as you pay them off. Seeing your progress keeps you motivated. Turn your journey into a series of visible, achievable steps. That's how you keep going strong. Celebrate your milestones along the way. This journey is tough, so you need to fuel your motivation. Celebrations don't have to be expensive. Make a special dinner, have a movie night, or a picnic. The point is to acknowledge your victory. When you pay off a debt, mark the occasion. My wife and I would burn the statement. Find your own ritual. Maybe you rip up the credit card or do a debt-free dance. These small moments of joy keep you going when things get tough. Remember, you're changing your family tree. The sacrifices you make now are for your future and your children's future. Getting out of debt breaks the cycle of financial stress. Each debt you pay off is a step closer to peace. Celebrate every win. You're building a legacy. I've shared my story and the plan. I know this works. I've lived it, and so have millions of others. They started out hopeless, but they made a decision to change. They started a budget, saved $1,000, listed their debts, and began their snowball. Now, they're debt-free, sleeping better and building wealth. The only difference between them and you, they started. They took the first step, even if it was scary. You can do this no matter how bad things seem. Today is a new day. Draw a line in the sand. No more. You are the hero of your story. Believe in yourself and follow the plan. Don't just listen. Take action. Grab a pen and paper. List your debts. That's your first step. You're not alone. There's hope, and your future is waiting. Start your debt snowball today. You've got this. The information provided in this content is for educational and informational purposes only, and should not be considered financial, legal, or tax advice. Always consult with a qualified financial advisor, tax professional, or legal counsel before making any financial decisions. The creator of this content is not responsible for any actions taken based on the information provided. Investments and financial decisions carry risk, and past performance does not guarantee future results.